seems, does it not, that every week there's a new rumor about which lucky girl Prince Charles is in love with? Well, today I can reveal the new romance.
Good evening, and tonight on Nationwide we'll be interviewing the man from Gateshead who eats trees. Glyn Worsnip will be talking to an ambulance driver who in his spare time runs the local lifeboat, builds adventure playgrounds and is a midwife. But there's something even more remarkable about this man concerning the number of legs he has. But first, an extraordinary animal that doesn't talk, skateboard or drink out of toilets. It's a duck that does nothing.
John Titt reporting in the very place where only yesterday the man who keeps setting fire to television reporters claimed yet another victim. Where, we ask, will this time end? Only 3 weeks ago, this wave of terror and destruction began in Newhaven.
Well, obviously we're having a few...
Well, obviously we're having a few problems there with the duck that does nothing. No, I'm sure we'll have the few problems sorted out as soon as we've sorted out the duck that does nothing.
Sue.
Hugh.
Well, from ducks that do nothing to two men who certainly do something. Twins, doubles, lookalikes. In the studio now are two men who will tell us what it's like to suffer the pain and heartache of being identical twins. Right, now let's see if I can get it right. I've been trying to sort it out all afternoon. Brian, yes?
David, sorry.
Sorry. We'd have to wear badges or something. Don't you find it a problem, continually being mistaken for each other?
Yeah, we do.
I think so.
But I mean, we have a lot of laughs as well, don't we?
I think so. Very much.
There's a very, very funny thing happened. We got on a tube and we swapped tickets, and the conductor didn't even notice. It's fantastic.
It's just amazing.
Right. Well, thank you, Dave. Dave, Brian.
That's right.
Brian. Okay, thank you. Over to you, Hugh.
Well, we go from twins to twin-barreled rifles. From rifles to rifling through drawers. From drawers to shores, bores, drawers. Oh, drawers will do, actually. Let's have some film with some drawers.
I now declare the Adult Swedish Film Centre open.
With me in the studio is Eamon Rogers, who eats trees.
I'm Douglas Adams.
And how many trees have you eaten so far?
None, you see. I've written a book, actually.
Oh, you've written a book about eating trees as well?
No, it's called How to Get Your Book Plugged on Television, and it can be bought from any good...
Well, that's all we've got time for, because George Bennett has finally arrived.
I couldn't get a taxi, full of bloody fat Arabs, and I couldn't get on the tube. Full of sort of 6-foot Swedes with rucksacks, and then I got on a bus, and then the bloody bus was stopped by a coach full of Americans going to Madame Tussauds of all places. Bloody foreigners, I can't stand them. Sorry.
Sir George, you are, of course, chairman of the London Transport Board.
No, I'm chairman of the London Tourist Board.
Oh, the London Tourist Board?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but everybody must be dying to know how a person like you could possibly get appointed to your job.
They must be. I hate the
yes,
bus.
But we've got to move on, because
right.
I think there's an ambulance-driving lifeboatman with a penchant for midwifery and something wrong with his legs waiting for us in our Birmingham studios.
No, in fact, it's Councillor Weemley, who was, in fact, supposed to be with us yesterday. Yesterday, Mr. Weemley, we were discussing council spending, and I wanted to ask you how, in the present circumstances, your council was going to adapt to the current cuts that are coming in across the board, given that you have only last year claimed that your council could not maintain its present level of maintenance without huge increases in your budget. How do you feel? Mr. Weemley, can you hear me?
Well, that's all we have time for now, because now we can go to Bristol for news of an earlier story. I believe that there in Bristol you have news of a duck that does nothing.
No, we've got a pheasant that roller skates and a man who sits in trees and shits on passers-by.
that's not the person who eats trees by any chance?
No, I don't think so.
Right, well, let's try Manchester. Have you got any ducks up there?
Oh, yes, we got the ducks here. Can I just interrupt for a moment, please?
Yes.
Well, I'd just like to say hello to my Auntie Betsy. And I'd like to say hello to my brother Donald, too, who's currently serving with the Welsh Socialist Republican Army in Newport. It's just that this station's never been nationwide before, you see.
Yes, but what about this duck?
Oh, yes, well, I'll hand you over to Frank here. He's our local ambulance driver who runs the lifeboat and also delivers babies, and all with his terrible leg problem.
I've just, to give myself a change of diet, I've cooked this beautiful duck à l'orange.
So that's the actual duck, is it?
Well, it was sitting around doing nothing.
Scientists, delighted at Voyager 1's astonishing photographs, have now confirmed what before was thought impossible. Saturn has got more rings than Jean Rourke.
News for horse lovers, and there was excitement for Lady Diana Spencer today when her hat blew off during a ride with Prince Charles. On hearing the news, the Duke of Edinburgh said, "That's my boy."
Police hunting the individuals who've threatened to kill Mrs. Thatcher say that their investigations are making good progress and that 47 million people are helping them with their inquiries.
Parliament, and following last week's deplorable scenes in the House of Commons, a select committee of MPs has been meeting to discuss the matter. As a result of disclosures in her book, Mandy Rice Davis has been called before the Criminal Prostitution Board on a charge of bringing the game into disrepute.
Sport, and Brian Clough's recent outburst in which he called Scottish football fans obnoxious animals was strongly denied during today's committee meeting of the Glasgow Celtic Supporters Club.
What are we doing at a women's international soccer match?
Wait.
It's terrible.
Wait.
Right, well, it's over. What happens now?
What always happens at the end of an international?
This is Checkpoint, and I'm Roger Cook. This week we're investigating allegations of malpractice against a firm of roofing engineers. Earlier this morning I made my way into the premises of Alpencrest Insulated Roofings Limited in order to confront the proprietor, Mr. Terence Routledge. As you can see, Mr. Routledge is a fairly uncommunicative sort of a character. Mr. Routledge, I'm Roger Cook from the Checkpoint program, and I am recording an interview now. Mr. Routledge, apparently a lot of people have complained that they've paid you money... No, not with a tape recorder, please. There's no need to be unpleasant, Mr. Routledge. A lot of people have complained they've paid you money and not received the services. Don't point that finely honed, double-headed felling axe at me, Mr. Routledge. Now, you see, technically, that is an assault, Mr. Routledge. Now, this is an example of the shoddy workmanship that's been reported to me. Mr. Routledge, I think it's absolutely appalling. Housing and Irish architects have designed a house for people who have lots of junk. It's a bungalow with 5 basements.
Golf. And there was excitement at the Harrogate and District Pro-Am tournament yesterday when a competitor insisted on playing the ball after the umpire had declared it out of bounds.
Show business. And backstage at the London Hippodrome, Prince Charles became the first royal ever to have a look under Demi Roussos.
London, and a female fashion designer who claims to have invented a much stronger elastic was tonight summoned urgently to Downing Street.
So, Sir Keith, could you sum up your position in just a few words?
We start from the assumption that while nationalised industry is filled with people who are doing their absolute best, good people doing their best, and while there are some services that no doubt are sensible to keep nationalised, in general, the pressure to serve the consumer tends to be less in nationalised industries than in the private sector, for the simple reason, not that the nationalised industries have any less good, the pressure upon them to make a profit is less than in the private sector, and if one has to make a profit or go on. Without talking about British rail services, on which I'm not in any way an authority, I would argue that the rail services are profitable under the public sector. They're probably far less profitable than they would be if the drive that goes in the private sector into making businesses more profitable were there. But I'm not aware of any case where we're crippling the public sector in my own view.
These twats putting about. Look at the bloody time. I've been reading the Sunday bloody colour supplements. Now look at the bloody time since yesterday. It's taken me till now to get through the adverts. Have you seen those adverts in the Sunday bloody colour supplements? They are garbage. Complete and utter crap. The things they try and palm you off with in the Sunday bloody colour supplements. Bloody-be-friggingly. Exquisite, handcrafted 22-carat gold radiator valve. Unbelievable. And then they say start a collection, don't they? Start a collection of your own radiator valve knob. Take the whole set of 12 and 16 month people for only £2,500. Unbelievable. And people spend it because they see the only, you see. They see the word only. Oh, look, only, I'll have one of them. That's it. Oh, bloody crap. I tell you, the other thing I always try to palm you off with in the Sunday bloody colour supplements is all this bloody digital, bloody electronic sort of crap, you know, calculators and watches and all that. But you still get these twits on Tomorrow's World and what have you with their diddy sort of chips sort of things on their fingers, you know, they come in. I have on the end of my finger a revolutionary little piece of technology that will change all our lives. And you can't bloody see it. They could be lying half the time. And you never know. There are probably hundreds of fraudulent professors wandering the country with their fingers in the air. Saying, oh, look what I found. And everyone's jealous. Oh, yes, Professor, well done, well done. But they can't see a bloody thing. And they go into these calculators. Now, calculators, I do not understand. Who is doing all the calculators? In every shop, you see hundreds of them, but and I saw one the other day. I saw a calculator the other day that not only can it add and subtract, which apparently we are not able to do anymore, but also it remembers messages. It remembers things like must ring home, and you type it in, must ring home, and you press the button, and it stores it, and it's a doodah, sort of memory sort of thing. Then later in the day, you press the button, and must ring home comes up in the little window. Now, have you ever heard of it? Have you ever heard of a pencil and paper? And the other thing is, if you can't remember to ring home, how are you going to remember to press the bloody button? I always get so angry when I'm running out here.
When the buggers come home late, give them boiling water.
Including the countries today may not be so warm, and Mr. Ben could be pushing Labour further along the road in the direction it's already moved this year.
Ronald Reagan, preparing to take over at the White House, has been having lessons on how to tell the difference between George Bush and an azalea bush. Prince Charles today apologized to local residents for any disturbance he may have caused when arriving home late from his birthday party.
And later in the programme, we'll be having a look at a day in the life of a prominent marriage guidance counsellor. The Japanese car firm Toyota have decided to call in all their 1980 models after further tests showed a design fault in the main kingpin.
Hello. On an old-fashioned television like this one, you used to have simple controls to adjust the level of volume, of contrast, of brilliance, etc. But now, with this new device, this new British device, you can control not only the volume, contrast and brilliance, but also the level of sex and violence. And not only sex and violence, but things like irony and educational interest. Let's see how it works. Here's a scene from a fairly typical, everyday BBC production, a dramatised version of the life of George II.
Oh. Well, Your Majesty, how goes the world with you?
Oh, God, Thomas. Snuff.
Thank you.
I'm exhausted. If only I could get away to the country.
Then why not come to Arkington with me on the morrow?
What an excellent idea. Come.
Sir, the Prime Minister and John Carlton.
Ah, Mr. Prime Minister. Mr. Carlton. What news from Parliament?
Much as ever, my lord. The country is prosperous, the people are happy.
I must go.
Strange fellow, that Carlton.
But amusing, I find.
You know Thomas, of course.
Ah, yes, I believe I do. I believe we met in, Plymouth.
Ah, your lovely wife. Madam, I am honoured.
Your Majesty.
I trust you will stay for dinner.
Well, there we are. But with this little gadget, you need never be content again with BBC content. Let's see the same scene once again, but this time a little more educational.
Oh. Well, Your Majesty, George II, 1727 to 1760, son of George I.
1714 to 1727?
That's right. How goes the world with you?
Oh, God, Thomas Arkwright, MP for the rotten borough of Taunton. Snuff?
No, thank you. It's addictive.
I'm exhausted. If only I could get to the country where at least 80% of the nation's economic wealth still lies.
Take down education.
Then why not come to Arkington with me on the morrow?
And bring up violence.
Excellent idea.
Take out violence and bring up celebrity.
Sir, the Prime Minister and Mr. John Cleese.
Ah! Mr. Prime Minister. Mr. Cleese. What news from Parliament?
Much as ever, my lord.
Add a little irony.
The country is prosperous, the people are happy.
And we can get rid of the celebrity.
Strange fellow, that Cleese.
But amusing, I find.
You know Thomas, of course.
Oh, yes, of course. I believe we met in,
Turn on the minority racial interest.
Puerto Rico.
Let's wham up the sex button.
Ah! Your lovely wife. Ah. Madam, I am honoured.
Your Majesty.
And violence. And tragedy.
Like the chairman of ICI, like the head of the British Rail. I want a job that's up so high, no one ever admits you fail. I wanna do big jobs. I wanna do big jobs. Big jobs. Like the head of the CBI, like the boss of the TUC. I don't care which you let me try, because they both get the CBE. I wanna do big jobs. I wanna do big jobs. I wanna do those big. I wanna do those big jobs. Big jobs. Big jobs. Big jobs. Big jobs. British Steel might be real fun. Big jobs. British Leyland, it's up to you. Big jobs. And if I can't be number one, big jobs, I'll be number two. I want to take the strain. I want to take the strain. I'm going to sit on a quango and pass a motion that'll put us on our feet again. Big jobs, there'll be no end to my reward. Because when I'm senile and deaf and old, I'll be sent to the House of Lords with a handshake that's solid gold. I wanna do